weird. That's a lot of shining lights, dude. But yes, MW did post a new video, dude.
Yes, it did. Dude, seriously, how does it feel sitting on this side? You're with the mic in the mountain. The mic is gone. He is on a
personal family matters right now going on.
Personal family matters, yeah. And our condolences go off and to the situation there. But
he'll be back next week. But we figured this week we give a little special podcast this week. We're a little late too.
Yeah. James, the producer, has stepped into the seat here. What does it feel like? I mean, tell me, dude. You're on the dark side. Most of the time.
Very much the time.
Most of the time.
And let me tell you, I prefer it. This is way too bright for one person, dude. Way too bright.
Now, can you relate? Can you understand why I have to wear my glasses?
No, you're just sensitive.
I am delicate.
You're very delicate, man. And petite. Yep, heard that.
Petite. Yep. So I think we've got enough to go off with the... I think there's probably 120 pages of notes there.
Dude, this is just notebook one. I think there's 5 other notebooks around here too, man, but I don't go that far back just yet.
Brian, thank you for leaving us plenty of notage. You've been taking these notes from day one and
here's the
preparing us for such a time.
Brian, you guys make this look so easy, dude. Like it's amazing because it's not. I say this because I went on the radio with you guys the other day.
Right, you did.
Dude, it was first time experience being on that radio, man. And dude, it was thrilling. It was awesome. I had maybe like 30 seconds of actual verbiage, but no, it was pretty stellar, man. But dude, it's just not easy to do something like this on the fly all the time.
No, and let's tell them it was on 1310 KFKA.
Yep.
Is where Brian is on, the Good Afternoon guy from 3 to 5.
Yeah, 3 to 5. I think he's on 13 or 103.1 FM as well too.
FM 103 FM. He never tells you that. But we're going to say it. So, yeah, you got to go on, and we just got on there and did what we did. And dude, how fast did time go?
Oh, dude, an hour was not a long... It's not a long time for us here, too. We got to restrict ourselves, man, because otherwise you can spend a half a day just talking behind the mic.
Right. Well, and there's so much to talk about. There's so much to discuss with the times we're in, with what goes on with us, and just trying to keep people high. We were just listening to Grant.
Yeah,
Grant, a real good friend of mine. Not the Good Morning.
Terrible People.
John Jay and Rich. He's the producer for John Jay and Rich, and good friend of mine. Yep. And he called me up out of the blue and wanted to put me on his podcast, and maybe we could put a link on there.
Yeah, we'll mention something down below and stuff. That way they can check out his podcast. It's really good. That one was unedited, man. And so be warned, parental advisory on that episode. Worth your time, but definitely parental advisory.
And yes, we did talk about Beaver.
Okay, that started with a voicemail that you leave on his phone. Who leaves those kind of voicemails on people's phones, man?
Well, only because we're good friends.
The Beaver, man. Not the Beaver you're thinking of. It's the Beaver.
Well,
but
think
the Beaver.
About the voicemails I leave you on the phone.
Yeah, I didn't. It's classified. That's all I can say. That's all I can do. It is classified behind lock and key at this point in time. It's going to be some blooper stuff like 20 years down the line.
Right. Well, brother, James come over early today because he is going to be house sitting for me. I've got just a few things you need to take care of while I'm gone. We're leaving for the weekend. It's a birthday weekend for my son. And but James, just a few things. Just the cows, the chickens,
things, yes.
The bulldogs, Sonny, the golden retriever, Otis, the Mexican cow dog.
Yep. The bees, the bacon. The eggs and all that fun jazz. Yep. And the ammo. So I got to make sure I do ammo inventory.
There's plenty. Yeah, do the ammo. I'll give you the keys of the vault. I'll take a picture of my retina for the retina scan.
I'll get the Excel sheet going on for you, man. Believe me, there was double the ammo when you get the Excel sheet.
Well, yeah,
I had to test them.
I'm sure there is. Well, I found a new gun this morning.
Oh, what kind?
I was looking a little 22 Ruger 22.
Was that your 17th one we've already found?
Well, it could be the same one, but right. I don't know because I don't have the inventory done on this. But yeah, I was just looking through some drawers for some Sudafed, and there lied my Ruger 22.
Right next to the Sudafed, man.
No, I couldn't find the Sudafed. I never found the Sudafed.
But we got a 22 for the rabbits out there.
Yeah, and a couple of clips. Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty nice. So what do you got going on this weekend? You say it's your son's birthday weekend going on here, man.
Yeah, we do this every weekend, man. We go up to the high country, go up to Silverthorne, and we rent a boat for a couple hours and just hang out. And it's a good place to do some school shopping, believe it or not. I mean, there are some deals, the outlets up there. So we do a little school. It's just kind of his out. And for him and Aaliyah both before school starts, because no sooner we get back Monday, they start school Tuesday.
Ooh, man.
So, yeah, it's gonna be good. But I'm telling you, man, we're getting to the point in life, Jay, to where now the kids are involved in sports.
Right.
Man, the boy has been in football practice every single day. I mean, it's just going to continue to get more and more, especially once Leah starts getting involved. He's already talking about track after football. I mean, it won't be long, bro, and I'm going to be a soccer mom.
Oh, dude, I'll be there with you, dude. Gotta support Lige, man. He's going to be the next quarterback here for the Patriots and stuff, man.
Come on, man.
He's our retirement fund, dude. That's why we got to support him to the nth degree, man.
Yes, and them bullets he throws, man, I'm sick and tired of catching them.
Dude, my hands sting every time he throws that ball, dude.
Man.
He does.
He's got an arm. But what about you, dude? You gonna be hanging out here at the casa?
Oh yeah, be chilling here for a bit.
Down here in the dungeon where it is
where I thrive. Cold darkness. Not too humid,
get good
though.
Signal.
Well, that's why I got the
satellite.
Wi-Fi. No, yeah, it's a good excuse not to have signal, man. It'll help me get caught up on my game library because as somebody who works all the media stuff behind the scenes, man, it's
Are you bringing your gaming shit over?
Oh, you bet your ass I am, dude. Xbox, computer systems, and all, dude. It's all going to be here, dude.
All right,
Not that I'm worried, but we'll probably spend a lot of time out there in the fields, man, because your fields are gorgeous out there, man, especially during the sunset stuff, man.
Let's talk about how blessed we are with the moisture we've been getting out here on the Front Range.
Lots of green.
It has helped us immensely because we've got all this pasture, and we don't have to buy hay for our cows.
No.
And when you don't have to buy hay, you're money ahead.
Yep.
And it's good because there's one in particular that we're watching out there, and we're caressing and massaging, and
yes,
soon to be in the freezer, man. I'm excited.
This is the one we're going to try to take care of this winter ourselves.
Yes, we're going to do it ourselves. We're going to video. We're going to do a how-to. We're going to do a how-to butcher yourself.
Man.
You know, you think about it. I don't know if you've noticed, Jay, but in the convenience stores, like the coolers where they keep all the drinks.
Yeah.
Every one I've been in, they're empty.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm like, so I asked the lady the other day, I said, what is the deal? I said, there's no drinks in here. She goes, well, because of that, all the fountain drinks and Slurpees are free. I said, yeah, but that don't answer my question. What's going on? She says, they're not delivering.
Yeah.
Why aren't they delivering?
I heard logistics, man. Logistics of truck drivers and stuff. I heard the supply.
Is that what it is?
I hear the supply is there, but unfortunately, because if logistics can't get that taken care of, the supply is going to fall behind.
But do you think it's because we don't have enough truck drivers, or do you think is there potentially some conspiracy theory underlying potential?
What's not a conspiracy theory? That's the question. What is not a conspiracy theory?
That's true, man. Especially the times we're in.
Dude, all I know is things are starting to catch up. It's getting pretty bad when diesel prices is cheaper than unleaded, man. I haven't seen that since 2001.
Elijah told me that this morning. We went to get coffee. He goes, Dad, can you believe it? Diesel's cheaper than gas. And I was like, what?
Yeah, like 20 cents difference,
and
dude.
how my son notices that?
Yeah. It's nutty, dude. I haven't seen that in a long, long time, man. So something's up when you see something like that going down.
I'm seeing a lot of stuff on my social media. I don't know about you. It's not that I follow these. I don't know how all that works. I don't know if it's reading my mind. I don't know what, but there's a lot of crazy prep and talk going on right now.
Sure.
Crazy prep and talk about buying canned goods, groceries. What in the world is going on?
I don't know. I think given the last year situation that happened and stuff like that, people realized we need to take the basic 101 stuff in our own cabinets.
Well, yeah, but how did we grow so much in 1 year, Jay? Because you remember last year it was toilet paper.
Right.
People were more worried about their ass than eating.
Forbid the shower next to you can help you out on that one, as we all know. But I do know I have a lot of stock in one of the Charmin. Yes, Charmin's stocks right now because of this possibly next go around.
Well,
but
you know that's out. You need to change it over to maybe canned goods or something now.
It has to be canned goods or seasonings like pepper, salt, and all that stuff too.
Man, I'm a sucker for that, dude.
Yeah,
I'm all about my seasoning.
You started making me into a salt fan, dude. Just about everything's got to have a good chunk of salt. Not like
salt is
not
good
block
for
salt,
you at ration, and really really, the hype is now that Himalayan.
Oh, yes, dude. I had the pink salt before you knew about the pink salt. I'm surprised you didn't even knew about the pink salt before I came across you,
I probably knew about the pink salt. I just didn't hear that it was better for you than the others.
Fair enough.
And really, I mean, didn't we go through a phase back in the day where they were saying don't eat eggs, they cause cancer?
Oh, same with milk and all that stuff, too, man. Again, that's just what is not a conspiracy theory these days,
man.
But you know what's not a conspiracy theory, though? The Renaissance Fair, man. That stuff is live action craziness, man.
And Amber dressed up, man. I seen her. She's a cute little
fish out of water, too, dude. Like, Scott, I got to take you one of these years, man, because I know you would. It's going to be interesting for you. You're going to blend in, but not blend in.
Right.
Because a lot of people there, man, they dress up during the Dark Ages, man. The knights, the even some of them wear the fur and the skulls.
Was there a lot of that there?
Oh yeah, a lot of people take great pride in the whole process when they go down to the Renaissance Fair, man.
And why not? What an outlet, dude. Just go all out and be crazy.
Dude, it's crazy. The shows are awesome, and dude, it's the only place I can find some good turkey legs, man.
You sent me a picture.
It is so hard to find good turkey legs at fairs these days, man.
Flame broiled.
Oh, the charcoal skin and everything, dude. Dude, it was the lick, man. I had a grand old time, and of course, me and my wife are there. She dresses up in the odd end of things that doesn't fit the theme, but she still wants to be part of the theme.
God love her. That's what I love about her, man.
Right. No, she had a grand time as well.
And she's so bubbly and hype all the time, dude.
All the time, man.
Is she ever down?
No.
Even with you in private?
Oh, except for when the fudge rounds disappear, man. When she takes the last fudge round, which is Miss Debbie, for those who don't know. Things get pretty tight at the house.
Oh, my God.
But the Renaissance Fair, man, I can't recommend enough to go check it out, man. It's just the shows are awesome. The bands are great. The festivities, it's only a weekend thing, too. It's both a blessing and a curse where it's only on weekends when you can go to these things.
Okay, so now tell me, how's the Renaissance Fair different or the same from like Comic-Con?
In the sense, the same where you can dress up and just use your imagination.
Yeah.
Different because Renaissance is just more of a target demographic of, like I said, the Dark Ages.
So Comic-Con, I would be more Renaissance.
Right, you'd be more Renaissance because you can relate more to them because when it comes to Comic-Con kind of stuff, man, you've got like the superheroes and the comics and Comic-Con
I see what you're saying.
But you can still go there and I'm sure there's a character that could look like you somehow, some way. Like you could be a Jason Momoa and fit in a Game of Thrones pretty easily with the stuff that you dress as.
So I fit into both sides.
Very well, yes.
Or...
And like I said, you would be both, you fit in but stand out at the same time, man.
Right.
Like people will give you the second look going, wait, is that actually beaver?
Is that dude?
Alligator and a tail?
And there they think I'm dressing up for the show, but what they don't realize is that's my business suit.
Right. As you're walking down with some nacho and cheese down the way, you're going along and mind your own business.
Yes, trying to mind my own business.
Yeah, I heard you popped up on the Cheyenne Days magazine up there.
The newspaper, I made it to the newspaper. Dude, I was just, and the look on my face, you could tell.
Yeah.
I was real excited to be there.
It's only your 100th time being there.
I think more than that, man. Spending the, teenage years of my life in Cheyenne and going to school there. Frontier Days was cool back in the day.
Well, before we had the phones and technology to entertain us in other ways, dude. I was the same way, too. Just like Illich's Gardens. Anything that was outdoorsy to get us out, man.
Yeah. Well, and that's true, man, because we do need to get outdoors more.
Right.
I was thinking of something simple. You were talking about your turkey leg, and I was thinking, how weird is it? Because I've had those before. And I know you can't really make the comparison, but I'm going to share it with you.
Yeah.
When we talk about the outdoors, I've eaten a lot of squirrel, and their legs are real tendony, lots of tendons. Why in the world, from a little squirrel leg, which I could see being very tendony, go to a turkey leg where there's that many tendons and bones in a turkey leg?
Right.
Dude, they're loaded, man.
Yeah.
When I had the first one, I was like, this is like a giant... Maybe it's a prehistoric squirrel. Maybe the turkey evolved from the prehistoric squirrel.
So you're saying there might be a Jurassic Park island somewhere around here that we're not aware of?
Soon in my backyard.
Another conspiracy theory. I think we're onto something here, Scott. I think we're onto something here.
Yes, we are. I think we should do that.
We need to find Goldblum here and get just son of a bitch.
Goldblum?
They did it. Yeah, Jeff
okay.
Goldblum, the Jurassic Park guy, dude. He's one of the faces of Jurassic Park next to Samuel L. Jackson and all that fun stuff. Yeah. No.
So I seen a TikTok. Somebody was videoing going through the Jurassic Park, I think in Disney. Mm-hmm. That looked...
Oh, Universal Park.
Universal Studios?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
That looked phenomenal.
If it is what I think it is, it hasn't changed in the past 5 years. Yes, it is a fun thing to go through.
It
it's
showed
a jungle.
This boat going through and you were underwater.
Yep.
And this shark is big, great white, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere comes this prehistoric.
You find that awesome? You can't
do.
handle the ocean?
No.
Well, you can handle the real life stuff.
Because I know that's fake, man.
I don't know. That could be the prehistoric thing they resurrected.
Real and raise the hair on the back of my neck, but dude, being out in the ocean, like for some reason I got to unfollow or figure out how to block, but like there's been these boat rescue and shark attack stuff, and dude, I don't know if it's heard me and Brian and you talking about it, and it's just popping up on my phone or what, but dude, I gotta block that stuff, dude. I don't do okay with that.
I would not doubt for a fact that Facebook is listening to us right now as we're trying to talk about conspiracy theories. And yeah, I wouldn't doubt if we start seeing some Alec Jones stuff here popping up.
Oh man, that ain't right, dude. That's wrong. The ocean's wrong. I'll stay on the mountain.
Mountain's just as good too as well. As much as space too. So would you prefer space or the ocean?
Well, see, now I can only base that off of, what I've watched and read and learned about space compared to, being in the swamps, close to the ocean.
Right.
Close.
Right.
I've been snorkeling in Hawaii. I grew up on the ocean. First part of my life, I was born in Cocoa Beach, Florida, man.
You get a chance to check out the coral reefs and all that stuff as well.
Coral reefs, done that, and swam out while you're snorkeling and you're looking at the coral, and then all of a sudden it just turns black.
Just drops.
The abyss.
Ooh.
There's no bottom. And I'm like, it's time to turn around and head back.
I'm the type who would just look at it, just float, and they're like, man. We're so small in comparison, dude.
Right.
All my troubles mean nothing compared to this black void.
Zilch, man. I mean, something come shredding up out of there, you're done.
Yeah.
You're baking.
Hopefully it's quick and easy. I don't want to be that slow digestive stuff and then up being the
half and leave the half of you floating.
Right, and being the the tail of the whale and the guy being swallowed.
In the Bible?
No, is it the Bible? The guy gets
there's a Bible thing where a dude got swallowed by a whale. But there's something recently, too, a swimmer.
Yeah, I heard about that swimming.
Yes. Yeah, and the whale's like, human, spit him out.
Right, too rubbery. Too rubbery, too artificial. They ain't as natural as they used to be back in the prehistoric days.
Right, back in the day where they were just big, hairy, and no clothes.
Very lean, that is fatty.
Very lean, yeah. Now look at us now. That's a good point, man. Look at us now.
Yes, and I blame AC for that.
You blame AC, I blame KFC.
I give it up on KFC. Even KFC's gone down the drain these days, man. Can't do it anymore.
Dude, we went to Carl's Jr. yesterday over by the outlets, and I mean, there were 2 staff members in there. The place was dead.
Yeah, dude.
And the dude working the cash register looked like somebody off Cheech and Chong. Mm-hmm. I kid you not, dude was just out there, man. Didn't know how to communicate, just stood there and stared at us.
Please tell me when you went up to the drive-through window, you knocked on the window and says, you could keep on knocking, but you can't come in.
Well, we actually went in so we can sit down.
Yeah.
Because of AC. And, the dude was just gone.
Well, that's interesting because typically when they're short on staff like that, they don't let people in the dining room. They kind of force them through the drive-through to help with the process.
I don't know. What's your thoughts, man? I think we may now with this Egyptian virus.
Oh, this new Delta variant stuff.
Something.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is going to happen next?
I don't know, man. It's just, we're definitely hitting the part where it's just worker shortage going on right now. I mean, we're all feeling the effects. As much as we want to try to keep the politics away and try to keep good vibes, man, but when you can't get your drinks, when you can't get the employees, and everybody has a justification on why things are the way they are right now.
Absolutely.
Don't get us wrong.
You're valid.
I mean, where's the solution? Because unfortunately, I don't think there's an overnight overnight wand that can make this disappear overnight kind of thing. And that's the sad part about it.
It is. But I think tuning into us, the Mike in the Mountain,
right.
And, let's talk about, it could be worse. You could swim out to the edge of the coral, shark come up, eat half of you, then you just bob and float there. I mean, we're talking about good vibes here.
Very good. No, you can still play video games afterwards. Don't worry. There's still a life after half your body's gone.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, no, it's just, you got to find your disconnect these days, man, because as you know, big media, even the social media stuff, man, it starts becoming that echo chamber stuff, and you got to find an outlet like this that just brings the happiness, the joys, the laughs, the funnies, and all that stuff to escape from it. And it's refreshing because sometimes it just resets that switch in you, just going, yeah, why am I going crazy over this stuff right now?
You're absolutely correct. I mean, people, we all know people that are obsessed with a certain, whether it be a diet, whether it be politics, whether it be COVID, whatever it may be, that they watch constantly on their social media, and they end up acting and being that.
Right.
When you talk about a disconnect, man, and that's what we're always working toward. I mean, for me, you know me, man. I mean, the beaver jobs start coming in. I'm up on the mountain. I'm gone. I'm disconnected.
Yeah,
man.
no, if you want to get social media and not disconnect it completely, take pictures of the outdoor adventures, man. It is so. I know bikes are hard to find right now, guys. I understand,
right?
But that doesn't stop you from going on these hiking trails and all this stuff, man. I mean, that's what me and my wife been pushing these days. Now we just go on these random Fort Collins trails, man.
Oh yeah,
like the Poudre Trail and stuff, man. Like
there's some good ones. Lori State Park is loaded with trails, man, dude, all over the place.
Just be diligent, keep an eye for the snakes and the wildlife around you.
Heightened sense of awareness, man. Be aware of your surroundings at all times.
Man, I mean, utilize the social media on that just to show the adventures that are out there, man, and make the memories with the people around you as well, too. Right. Man, there's so many opportunities besides just kind of drowning yourself in this media blackness these days, man. So.
No, that's a good point. And you know what? I want to throw this out. I want to see a picture. Give us a picture. Send us a picture of the outdoors of where you're hiking, biking, walking, whether it be in your backyard, whether it be on a mountain, whether it be on a stream. Let us see where you're at. I want to see where you're at. We're showing you where I'm at. Where are you at, man? Send us a picture.
Yeah, if you got a grizzly bear in your backyard, call us.
Yes.
Please call us.
Please call us.
We need to talk about that and why and how and the opportunities that may come from that.
And the bandit face raccoons don't count as grizzly bears.
Bandit face raccoons. Yeah, that count. Ought to be a zombie movie. Raccoons, man. That is going to be mean suckers.
Yeah.
Mean suckers, man.
Jackie's been making fun of me because as we come out of our road here, which isn't used, we're kind of out in the country a little bit, but going down, I want you to notice this when you leave. When you leave here, the cracks in the asphalt, there's weeds growing.
Yep.
Through all that. I've never it's been years since I've seen that happen. But because that's telling you what our climate is doing and what it is out here on the front range with all the moisture, there's weeds coming up through the road. And I can't help but think of those movies that we've watched. What was one with Will Smith?
I Am Legend, where the zombies.
I Am Legend. You see how the trees and everything's growing through the roads? So, for me, man, it's no matter what it is, whether it's this thing, whether it's a microphone, the table, the house, it's all man-made. And you know what? Nature will take it back over.
Yeah, I prefer to have negotiations before that. I don't want this to be a one-way street. I know we can negotiate with more than a little bit. I'm not saying we're going to get all our ways, but I'm sure there's a little leverage we can put in there.
There's going to be some give and take, man. And Lord knows I've been taking quite a bit.
Yeah, I heard you took in some beavers and going to make some tamales now, man.
I am going to
beaver
make
tamales,
some beaver tamales. Now, what I'm going to do is I am going to add some shredded pork. I am going to add some shredded pork because if I just go making beaver tamales and passing them out, people are going to hate beaver.
Right.
Because you're not going to leave the toilet tomorrow.
No. I mean, wild game just runs right through you.
Purge the system. And that's interesting because why does that happen?
Well, I enjoy the artificial chicken nuggets from Mickey D's, dude. Come on. Ain't nothing better than that.
We have dabbled too much in order to make more and make it last longer.
Oh, sure.
I mean, look at the cheeseburger Brian's got at his house from 20 years ago, 30 years ago.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, the astronauts going to Mars need that kind of food because Mars is not exactly a one-day trip.
No, and I could get that. But
in everyday life, though, no, I can definitely understand that you need that kind of, that kind of natural stuff. As cheesy as it may sound and all that stuff.
We do need the natural. I know and that's why we do get the gut ache, the screaming demons, because we're putting something in our body that's pure, natural.
Well, and
our bodies can't sustain that.
No, for sure. I mean, you bring up a point. There's a trend going around these days, Scott, that a lot of people want to be self-sustained these days, man. A lot of people looking to get their own chicken coops, their own little gardens. I mean, people are trying to find homes where they can actually do that in their backyard without the HOA cracking down on them. But, I mean, self-sustained seems to be the next trend here that's starting to hit the people quite well. I mean, including myself, man. I mean, I'm trying to figure out ways to put a vegetable garden within a town home because you don't exactly have a backyard with a town home kind of
Well, you've already started. I mean, I've kind of rubbed off on you over the years.
Oh, yeah.
Because now you are co-owner
of cows.
Cattle.
The IT guy's got cows. It's
Who
weird.
would have thought that the IT guy would be a rancher?
There's two things on the bucket list now that I can't wait to happen. It's one, I can't wait to catch a skunk in the server room, and two, I can't wait to catch a cow in the server room. I don't know if this has been done in life yet, but I will attempt this myself somehow, some way.
Well, whatever you do, don't butcher and eat the skunk.
No. I've had plenty
fair game with the cow.
Taste of skunk in my lifetime.
You have.
I'm good. A Deadeye was the first and last. Hopefully the last. Life works in mysterious ways.
Speaking of which, we do have a skunk job that called in. Should be in our email. If you want to start that, you're more than welcome.
Oh, for sure.
It's totally up to you.
I don't know, Deadeye, man. Him.
Right.
I know it's been a couple years now, man, but it's something like that you just can't forget, man.
But what a perfect example of learn why that pan trap should not be laid on its side and always on its top.
Well, not only that, but I think it's a great reality check that we need to introduce this to the school system so you realize life is still out there. What do you mean? What is that?
That could be part of the punishment.
Right.
You screw up, you get in the room.
No
with
detention. You get Deadeye, and he's going to be there for 2 weeks.
That's
all right. I'll get the bees.
You'll have the funk,
good to
man.
Go. But the self-sufficient, man, it's definitely rubbed off quite a bit, man, between being a cow
we've talked
stuff,
about that.
Man.
We have talked about coming up with ideas and giving folks solutions to help them sustain, to help them. And there's nothing, I was talking to Grant on the phone on a podcast, and we did, and, finding those simple little things like making your bed in the morning, you've already accomplished, you've already succeeded something, you've already made a difference, keep the day going. And when it comes to self-sustaining, I mean, the opportunity to learn and understand, and that's what we teach in Cisco MWE, is educate, understand, and respect, and that goes right into self-sustaining. And if you can, if your HOA, your city, if you can get a couple chickens, those eggs are priceless.
Oh, for sure, man.
I mean, priceless.
Cheap to get them and all that, and maintain and all that stuff as well.
Easy.
I mean, if you want to get fancy with it, you can add some worms here pretty soon, which my friend, actually, the worm business, she wants to...
That's right.
She's bringing that up,
I'm glad you brought that up,
we'll get some proteins here pretty soon for the chickens and stuff.
Absolutely.
That should be pretty cool. But
I feed them mealworms. I buy the big bags of mealworms.
Yeah.
And I mix it in with their scratch, and I'll throw it in there. Killer protein. Another one I seen... a guy actually took a cookie sheet, wired it up in his chicken coop, and he put his table scraps on that cookie sheet. Now, that cookie sheet was perforated, had holes all over in the bottom of it. Flies were all over that, laying eggs, maggots, and as the maggots would fall off the cookie sheet or roam the wrong way,
all through the holes and all that,
chickens were eating it. What a perfect way to
simple.
protein. Yeah.
So simple.
You're utilizing your waste. You're feeding your chickens. I mean, but you do got to be very careful.
Of course.
Very careful, because as we know, and we're going to do a segment on the bird feeder. Bird feeder. A simple segment on the bird feeder of, I've got that picture of that elk with his face in the bird feeder.
All walks of life, the bird feeder.
Everything. It's not, and that's where, maybe the bird feeder should be throwing a fit. That's a little prejudice toward the bird feeder, because it's feeding raccoons, skunks, squirrels, elk, deer. I mean,
sure. Well, see, that's the thing,
see,
though. Honest talk here for a moment, though. You told me the bird feeders were illegal at one point in time, which they are right now, technically. I mean, there's no one going to enforce that because it's too big of a scale and all that stuff.
It is illegal to feed wildlife.
I'm up here just like a bird feeder. The thing that feeds birds is illegal. Why wouldn't, in God's green earth, that would be illegal? Well, after one adventure with Scott, you found out real fast of why the bird feeder is kind of illegal.
Yeah.
And the neighbors around it, too.
The neighbors around it. I mean, listen, if you got a deck, a patio, and you've got a bird feeder, it's the three things, man.
Yep.
Food, water, shelter. Food, water, shelter. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're feeding those birds. You love to see those birds. You keep up with your bird feeders. Or maybe during the winter, snow's too deep, and now we've affected the migration, potentially, of those birds in your neighborhood.
Right.
And they're dependent on you to eat.
Yep.
Now we've taken nature and made it dependent on us, and that is wrong.
Oh, it's creating bad habits for the animals too. I mean, we've got to create the barriers. I know we're fracturing all the time and all that stuff, but excuse me, as you mentioned, though, I mean, wildlife management plans have to happen. I mean, we all want to be the Disney princess, where the wildlife comes up to us. We had a great breakfast.
Beautiful Disney princess.
Oh, you make a phenomenal princess, my friend. Especially in that vest of yours, man. The tail. Oh, the hair, especially, man. When you get the right sheen on it and that glow of the golden sun.
Cinderella, back your ass up.
Cinderella ain't got on you, bro. He ain't got nothing. But man, we all want to have that kind of moment with wildlife. I mean, I've been there myself as well, and still do, actually, even though I know the responsibilities that comes with wildlife management. But for the greater good of things to sustain and keep things as natural as possible, man, we've got to have these rules, if you will, to maintain.
There has to be balance. There has to be balance, man. I mean, stay away from wildlife. Keep your distance. Get a picture, but from a distance, a long distance.
Haze them too. Let them know they're not welcome.
Don't make them think that your backyard is the comfort zone.
Right.
It's the Taj Mahal. It's not. Haze those animals out of your yard. I just got done talking with a client who had a dead rabbit in her yard, and was informing her that when your kids are out in the yard playing, make sure you've got something with DEET in it. Make sure you're coating their legs and their arms because they're out there in the grass. She goes, well, we don't have mosquitoes. And I said, well, I'm not talking about the mosquitoes. I'm talking about all the fleas that are in these rabbits. Right. She goes, we have fleas in Colorado? And I said, come here. We walked over my truck.
Yep.
And from a distance, I said, watch real close at that rabbit. Pick a spot of fur. Fleas would just appear and disappear.
Just bouncing little specks here and there.
All over the place, man. So again, folks, we got fleas. We got ticks. Zoonotics is real. Fleas are real. We have them in Colorado. Make sure you are flea and tick collaring your pets. Spade and neuter your pets. It is a responsibility if you have a pet or a bird feeder.
Right. Yeah. No, I agree. And all the way around, dude. It's the collaterals too. I mean, you got that bunny, but soon comes the bunny, comes the snake. Soon comes the snake, comes the skunk, and then the skunk comes big bear. I mean, the chain that goes on. Next thing you know, what seemed like a bird feeder, next thing your pet is now the meal to another animal in the wildlife because you created this habitat.
And then they get upset at us in the division because we need to do something about that bear.
Right.
We need to do something. Well, where was your responsibility in this?
Right. The bear was just doing what the bear was just programmed to do.
It's wildlife. And what is the definition?
Out of control. Out of control.
We live in their world.
Yeah.
They don't live in ours.
Well, we live in our world. We just think we're better than them, but we're not.
No.
We're dumber than them in the grand scheme of things, man.
Are.
I mean, come on.
Oh,
we're not as lean as back in the caveman days. Or anything.
Thank God.
Sometimes I wish we had the T-Rex still around these days. Imagine the lifestyle we'd be if we still had the big predators.
We'd have on a T-Rex.
Dude, you and I would be on there just big bonfire eating that thigh and the back straps, man.
Big old rotisserie on that, man.
Just keep cranking it, man. Keep cranking it.
Oh, yeah. No, that would thin the population, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think it would control the population. Balance, yes.
Do you think the wildlife is out there having meetings like we do and going, How are we going to control these humans?
Oh, I ain't dumb. They are. No, I ain't no fool, dude. I ain't no fool, man. They're conspiring one way or another, whether it's just the pure bats or the bats are working with the bears. I don't know, man. But if we think we're above them, man, we are dumber than we think we are.
Yes, we are. And we are.
Yeah.
We really are.
Yeah.
We really are, man. God help us.
I mean, we do this every day, every week, every month.
We get caught up in our gas prices and our grocery bills, and we need to look at the big picture.
Well, no, it helps in so many aspects of life, because not only with the Cisco MWE's educate, understand, respect helps with the wildlife, but it helps with the personal stuff too as well.
Absolutely.
It creates that critical thinking, because
critical. Did you just say critical thinking?
I know. That's
James,
the word of the day. Ding, 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 ding.
Yes. Is that something that goes on today?
For the most part, no.
Okay.
No,
all right.
no,
yeah.
No. But it's that critical thinking that's, as we all know, seems to be lacking these days, either one way or another. And it's just when you understand wildlife, just the simple food, water, and shelter, you begin to realize how the world starts really turning, how the gear starts spinning. And we're not trying to do big sciencey stuff here. We're not professor stuff. Yeah, just simple things that you realize, well, all right, well, if that's happening with this, and then maybe making my bed every day because I'm saving time from here, and then making the meals there, and eating healthier,
critical thinking. What are you talking about,
I know,
man?
it's crazy talk, man. But
what's it going to take to get these classes in schools? Critical thinking class.
TikTok, apparently. It's going to take a lot of entertainment or something. You might have to integrate Fortnite or something in that as well, too.
TikTok, critical thinking.
No, man. It seems like the younger generation, though, seems to be in the wildlife these days, because they're lacking that in the schools and stuff. Because I know when you talk to kids, man, they are just amazed by the stuff you bring.
Love it.
And I mean, I'm just like, kid, that's just a squirrel. But like, dude, I've never seen a squirrel that close, that crazy.
You know what we should do? We should offer to the folks, if your kids are having a birthday party, call up the Critter Getter. Have them
shoot us something on Facebook. Yep, we can help you out.
And I'll bring a couple of my snakes.
I don't know about the snakes, man.
Well, if you want the snakes, you can check that box or leave it out.
Be prepared to sign a liability form. Just
These
precautions.
These are safe snakes, non-venomous snakes that are legal
precautions
legal
that we need to
take.
legal and safe is not one and the same.
Yeah. Oh, man, that'd be fun.
No, yeah, dude. When you go to these schools, man, it is fun to see kids like that light up when you come in with.
They're in awe. They don't even know. You could tell it's out of their realm of typical thinking and processing.
Oh yes,
because they're staring at me and they're just.
Even some of the adults too, man. Some of the adults are just like.
Yeah, but I think they're looking at me at a different reason.
Maybe the females, yes. A couple of males here and there too as well. But that could be just the jealousy.
Okay.
As you know, they just wish they had your job.
Right.
Working with you, no. God, I've smelt dead eye. I've seen you eat the feces of deer before.
I didn't eat it. I just needed to be able to get my
thought it was inhaling, but the way you just went 9-0 on that, I'm pretty sure you consumed it, dude.
No.
But I can't deny you took us to the deer. It's weird as may it be, dude.
Okay, so I did have chocolate M&Ms in this hand, so I think you might have got confused.
Nope. I know what I saw. And those were not peanut chocolate M&Ms, man.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, man. But this was fun, Scott, man. This was a great episode. Brian, dude, you do just make this too easy, man. It's a lot harder than it looks.
Yeah,
but it's fun as hell, though.
Yeah.
No, it's just hope everybody had a good time today and stuff. Glad we can do something like this from time to time here with this whole thing.
No doubt, mix it up, man.
Mix it up. But yeah, no, if you guys get a chance, check out our website here, Mike in the Mountain, Cisco MWE, Critter Getter of Northern Colorado. You know, we got the Facebook, the YouTubes, the Twitters, not the glitters.
Jitters.
Not the jitters.
Are those not a thing?
No, I think this episode's needed. Yes, we got YouTubes, we got Facebook, we got the TikToks, we got the Snapchats, we got the Twitter, we got the full
glitters,
9 yards.
We got the jitters.
We've got the full social media, y'all. We've got it here. We've got it today. But don't worry, Brian will be here next episode and stuff, and he's got a lot to tell. The next episode, man. Da-da-na-na-na.
It's a snooper double deal.
But this has been Scott the Mountain and James the producer. Thanks for checking us out. Until next time, have a good one, guys.
Bam. That's beautiful.
Gosh, man, no.
Was you trying too hard?
I think I was trying a little too hard on that outro, but the first time, I think it went pretty well.
Yeah, dude, we rolled and just
Oh,
you
yeah.
just gotta let it roll.
It's one
man.
thing. No, don't worry. The second time it's going to happen in another 10 years when I come back on, man. Yeah, it'd be a lot easier.
Oh,
man,
no,
that was
this,
great.
baby.
That was great, man.
You
But
got this.
a lot of people. It's self-sustaining, though. I got to self-sustain myself. I got
Right.
this.
Well, and you need glasses for next time because those lights, you did not realize.
No, it's really not
the
that
effect.
bad. I think you're just
Delicate.
a pansy. No,
Delicate.
pansy. No, I'm
No,
going to say the P
delicate.
word,
I
pansy.
don't want to be a pansy.
It's okay, Scott. It's okay. We're here for you, bro. We're here for you.